Hey everyone, this is Dave Erickson. The next thing I want to talk about is what I like to call the why you do what you do sequence. Now, understanding this sequence is incredibly important because it's going to teach you why the way we all used to use willpower doesn't work and how exactly to use willpower. And what is weight loss all about? It's this constant battle between what you know you should be doing and what you feel like doing. I know I should get to the gym, but I just feel like staying at home and doing this. I know I should choose the broccoli, but I just feel like choosing the rice or the beans or whatever. So it's a constant battle between what you feel like doing and what you know you should be doing. Now, by understanding this why you do what you do sequence, you can target exactly what to do to change that. Without understanding the sequence, you just keep battling and battling those thoughts and feelings you have, and you begin to think that it's your fault, that you're just born this way and you just don't have any willpower, and then you end up quitting and failing. So by understanding the sequence, you'll be able to know what to do. So what I want to first do is go over the sequence, give you an example, and then go back over the sequence again so that you really understand this. Alright, so it all starts with a thought. Everything starts with thought, right? If you were unconscious in bed, you wouldn't have any problem choosing an apple over chips because there was no thought. So everything starts with a thought. So it starts with a thought. Then from that thought that you have, what it does is it activates a belief that you have. And from that belief, it causes a feeling. And from that feeling, attached to that belief, you either want to do something or you either don't want to do something. And that's what compels you, is this emotional feeling that comes from this belief that was triggered from a thought that you had. Alright, now let me give you an example. For parents, you understand this, and I'll talk about those, an example that applies just to you individually. But if you're a parent, you're going to understand this. So I'm driving along, and I've got my daughter in the back seat. And we're driving along, and we see this ice cream place. And I want to be a good dad. So I say, "Hey honey, Ellie, would you like to get an ice cream cone?" And within seconds, guess what her response is? "Yeah, that'd be great, okay, super, I want to get the this, that's, double chocolate, whatever." And then I think, a moment later, I think, oh shoot, that's right. Or my wife reminds me, "Honey, we've got ice cream at home, remember? And we've got that birthday cake we want to eat up." And I'm like, oh shoot. "Honey, we got all this ice cream at home and birthday cake. Let's go out for ice cream some other time." What do you think's going to happen? "Oh, come on, Dad, come on. That's not fair. We never get to go out. We don't." So what happens then? What are we hearing? All this justification. We'll eat the birthday cake later. You can freeze it or something, save it for later. Let's stop and have ice cream now. Come on, come on. And what usually happens is we give in. Okay, we'll go get the ice cream. Let's just, I don't want to fight that anymore. I just want to, make you happy. I don't want to fight. I just want to have peace. So then we go get the ice cream, and we don't do what we really wanted to do. Okay? So from an individual level, you're driving home, and you're hungry, and you're thinking about home. So your mind, a thought pops in your head about that bag of chips that you enjoy. Now from that thought, you think, that would be really good. Now you're thinking, but no, I'm trying to lose weight here. It's Wednesday. It's not until Friday or Saturday do I allow myself to have a few of those treats. And you're like thinking, now you're like consciously going, no, I can't do this, but you're thinking about those chips. And now suddenly that belief comes up that chips taste good, and all that those references or those good experiences that you've had with chips that are implanted in your subconscious brain. And now suddenly, what do you start hearing? You hear justifications. Oh, you can just have a few chips, or you can go an extra 20 minutes on the bike tonight, or you can go for a walk tonight and burn those chips off. So you're hearing all these justifications, and you keep going back and forth. You go home, you're fighting and sometimes you win. You choose the apple over the chips, but what happens most of the time? We end up going and choosing those chips just to have peace. And then, of course, we have to self-justify to feel good about ourselves so we don't feel lousy, or we just feel lousy. So, what is going on here? It all gets started by a thought. A thought has a trigger. When I said to my daughter, "Hey, would you like to stop and get ice cream?" that triggered it. Had I never said that and just kept driving, nothing would have happened. So it all is triggered with a thought. That thought triggers that belief that she had, and that belief comes from having experiences with ice cream. Now, my daughter could certainly have had bad experiences with ice cream. What if the last time we had ice cream she got very, very sick, and now she believes, she has a belief that ice cream equals pain. Ice cream equals stomach pain, right? Okay? So when I say, hey, let's get some ice cream, she's going to have a different belief of ice cream equals pain. That's going to give her a different feeling of, I don't want that. Okay? So a thought releases this belief that's programmed in your brain. It releases it. And with that belief, beliefs are always attached to a certain feeling. And if that feeling is positive, you're going to want it. Your subconscious brain wakes up, that belief comes up, and you want it. Now, how your brain works, you may think, well, just stop thinking about ice cream. Now you notice that that does not work. Once I mention getting ice cream, that belief pops up, it's going to be there for a while, and all the force that you want to by trying to get rid of it actually makes it worse, makes it bigger. So the only way to get rid of a feeling that's triggered from a belief is change your thoughts. Now here's what we do. Here's what we do commonly, willpower. We have a thought which triggers a belief, and we use all of our willpower to try to change this feeling. Willpower doesn't work here. Willpower only works in two places, either the thought or the belief. The thought is where we focus our mind. Okay? If I had a problem with drinking, okay, I would not want to go to a bar. Why? Because when I sit in a bar, my thoughts are on the beer and the bartender, and now I'm having all these thoughts about drinking. Now if I go to a library, probably won't have any thoughts about drinking at the library, so therefore my belief about alcohol tastes good and it's fun times and whatever, all those things that draw me towards drinking beer or whatever, are not there. So you can change your thoughts by changing your focus. Okay? Now sometimes we can't change our thoughts. For example, let's say we go home to our kitchen. We can't stop going home to our kitchen so that we don't eat. So then we have to change those beliefs, because those thoughts will come up, which will trigger beliefs. So here's where we have to start changing some of our beliefs. Now I just gave you an example. If you love ice cream and you think ice cream is to die for, you've got that programmed into your brain, ice cream is to die for, I love chocolate, and you have a thought about chocolate which brings up that belief, you're going to have a positive feeling, and it's going to make you want it. And the more positive belief you have about it, the more pleasure it brings you, the more you're going to want it. Now, what if you got sick? What if you got really ill on ice cream? And now your brain has got this new association, this new belief that ice cream makes me sick, or at least it can make me sick. So now your feeling isn't quite as strong, or it may even be negative. I don't want ice cream. Okay? So these are the two places that we'll be working together, controlling your thoughts and your focus, but most importantly is right here, changing those beliefs. And these beliefs can change. The beliefs that you have are not set in stone. People get hung up on that. Well, my beliefs are my beliefs. No, they're not. You can program in whatever beliefs you want. Remember that your brain is not you. Your brain is just programmed with a bunch of beliefs. It's like a computer. Just program in new beliefs, and you will want to do new things. It's as simple as that. You will only get stuck if you believe that your brain is you. Your brain's an organ that stores beliefs. You put them in, you take them out. You can change those, and I'm going to teach you how to do that coming up soon. This is Dave Erickson, Live by Choice.